Hey everyone, so today we're going to review our final sample from my friend David at Distilling Adventures. Definitely follow Distilling Adventures. As I've said many times, David's a great guy. He's got great content. I love his content on TikTok as well as Instagram. Definitely follow Distilling Adventures. So the final sample of 4 is something I have had before, but something that I definitely want to try again, and I'm going to explain why. This is Bardstown Bourbon Company, Origin Series, high wheat, 106 proof, 6 years old. 53 corn, 39 wheat, 8 malted barley, 39% wheat is quite a high wheated percentage as the secondary grain. Now, I've had 2 bottles of this. I've reviewed this before. I've compared this against a lot of other wheated bourbons. I believe it's won almost every blind that I put it in. And this was what I had thought in when it came out late last year, or I think it was like around August 2024. Definitely was later last year when I got it, the first bottle at least. I had thought it was definitely going to be one of the top 20 whiskey advocates of 2024. It was not, as far as I recall, but I definitely thought it was one of the better bottles I've tried in 2024, and I still think this is a great wheated bourbon. So I'm going to review this now. I'm going to take a pour of this, and then what I'm going to do in a separate video is something that I've been wanting to do, and now I have the opportunity to do. I'm going to compare it against the Weller 107. This one is a store pick. Now, after I always kind of said in my head, I think this, because I only had a sample of the Weller 107, I think this could really go toe-to-toe with it. I still do. This is quite a good bottle, this Weller, and I just reviewed it in my last video. So we'll see what happens. But I will tell you that this is a really, really good wheated bourbon. And the other thing that kind of is really makes this just a great buy is that by me in New Jersey right now, I can get this for as low as $42. $42 in Bottle King by me. And I've seen it, as high as $49, but it's definitely the 40s. While obviously a Weller, I got this for $69 plus tax, but we all know the crazy prices that this is, shows up at when you do see it. This right now, since Bardstown come to New Jersey, is on literally almost every liquor store, and I said anywhere between $42 and $49. So let's get this in a glass. We're going to take a sample, and then we're going to save a sample for the blind comparison I'm going to do against Weller in the next video. Here we go. Okay, so we got this poured up. Right off the bat, this is such a rich nose. This is why I really do think this is going to be interesting when I compare this against Weller, because I think this is one that can give it a run for its money at a minimum. Very rich, that 39% wheat comes flying out. Now, we don't know in the Weller what the percentage is because, of course, Buffalo Trace doesn't disclose it. But this is 39% wheat. And that definitely is noticeable. And I compared this against the Origin Series, Bardstown Origin Series Bottled & Bond Black Label, which is 100 proof, but it's a 20% wheat, which is a little more common as a wheated bourbon. And they were both so close, but this just punches out a little bit more wheat, a little more dough. Incredible. Cheers. Just so good. It is, as I've described before, this is a bakery in a glass. It really is. It's like tasting a bakery. It is absolutely delicious. It's got all the, the dough, cinnamon, bread, of course the vanilla caramel, but this is rich. This makes me now want to go and grab another bottle. It's funny, I saw it today in Bottle King, $42. Mike, should I get my third bottle? I said, let me do the sample first. It is definitely something to have on the shelf. At that price, it's ridiculous. So when I'm up at my office the next time, I will definitely grab one of them, but they're all over the place. That's where it's cheapest. This is just a winner. So I will just say this. It's not just this. First of all, I love almost everything I think I've ever had from Bardstown. But their Origin Series specifically is what has come to New Jersey. The other bottles are kind of few and far between. It's mostly that Origin Series, which means the white label, which is a regular rye bar. I think it's like 96 proof. The black label Bottled & Bond, which is a wheated bourbon, 20% wheat. There's the rye, the green label, and then, of course, there's the tan label, the 106 proof high wheat, 6 years old, which is the latest addition to the Origin Series. This I cannot recommend enough. At this price, if you can get it, I'll just say if you just get it in the 40s, As I see it in New Jersey, that's a win. I mean, 42 is ridiculous. It's great. So anything in the 40s, this is definitely something to have on the shelf, especially if you like wheated bourbons. But again, I have not tried the rye, but I will tell you. Actually, wait, I'm trying to think now. Did I taste that at the festival? It has so many pours. Actually, I think I did try the rye. I think it was very good. I forgot I actually did stop at Bardstown, but I haven't had the bottle. But I will tell you that just the Origin series in general and everything I've had from Bardstown is great. One more. All right. This is going to be a really interesting blind because I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I mean, this is a very big mountain to climb, but if there's one bourbon that could give it a run for its money, it's this Bardstown High Wheat. So that'll be in the next video. Once again, definitely follow Distilling Adventures. David, thank you for all these samples. I'll have to tell you, in closing, I would say, just me personally, I would say, the King's Family Distilling Wheated Bourbon, which is 45% wheat, which is even higher wheat than this, and the Bardstown Bourbon Company of really up at the top. It's been a few pours ago that I had the King, so I'm kind of forgetting. But I would say this and this Bardstown Bourbon Company, the King's Family Distilling, both kind of at the top of the four I've had. And it's not a mistake. I happen to like wheat in the mash bill. It's no surprise that King's Family was 45% wheat. This is 39%, very close. I would then say that this is going to be very surprising, but the one that you like the best, which is the Rebel 10-year, was my least favorite. And it's just something with Rebel. I just find there's just a graininess in there that it just, even with the 10-year I detected it was less. But I would say I would have to put the 1792 Sweet Wheat at my number 3. Put these two at 1 and 2. King's Family Bardstown, 1792 Sweet Wheat 3rd, and Rebel 10-year last. It's just unbelievable. It just shows you everybody has a different palate. But the one thing I will tell you, David, you're a great guy, and I really appreciate you sending me these. Definitely follow Distilling Adventures. Stay tuned for the next video when we compare what's left of this sample from Bardstown against the Weller 107 Sazerac Barrel Select. Cheers.